It's Saturday, late afternoon, and I'm standing on a wooden promenade in Playa de San Juan in Alicante. It's a bit cold and the sea is a bit restless and heavy. There are people with their kids walking or playing, dog owners with their pets walking and playing in the sand as well. And I felt the need to pause for a moment and share some thoughts. I wasn't really planning to record an episode, especially because this episode doesn't fit through the lens of my first season, but sometimes life happens and some moments of realization deserve their own acknowledgement. I want to talk a bit about a friend that recently passed away, Costas, a fellow LGBTI activist from Cyprus. But I don't want to talk about him in the political sense through his achievements, but I want to take a moment to discuss how some bonds shape us quietly. We were friends with Costas for a few years, and what I can reflect looking back is that it was one of these connections that had a flow that was natural, sometimes unintentional. Conversations were happening effortlessly. We were able to bounce ideas one another in normal everyday moments like a friendly dinner, a drink, even a text message. And this type of bonds don't really announce themselves. They don't really ask to be acknowledged, processed, even maintained, because they just work effortlessly without the need for attention. I would be also doing this injustice if I was going to say that this type of bonds do not have any moments of friction. And even though our connection had moments of friction or moments where our point of view diverged, these moments were not enough to cause a rupture in our connection. What happened though is that when I chose to move out of Cyprus and build a new life in Spain, and when Costas remained rooted locally, continued with his activism in the island, the bond just thinned out. It was never dramatic in the sense that it was discussed, shared, or acknowledged. Life just happened, I would say, in that aspect. And some bonds really form us without us even realizing the impact that they have in our lives. And this is the reason why after his passing, I was able to see how much of my voice, of my current point of view, was influenced by the connection that we had.